Okay, this is supposed to be green number 5. It turns out we painted the green 5 on the wrong side. So it's a white number, and it'll be green number 5, only it's white, and it's on the wrong side. So if you go to 11:46, it'll be black number 1. If you go at the time thing, and I think I pointed to this side, but it may be over in this. I'm giving a finger in here. I get the knuckles. It may get a finger in here. It may be in this corner where you see the digits, or it may be over here in this corner. But in one of these other bottom corners, maybe in this bottom corner, or maybe in this bottom corner. But you see numbers like 11 minutes and 46 seconds. There'll be a number like this number here. You see a number up over my shoulder. 11:46 to be number 1. 10 minutes and 8 seconds to be number 2. I have information on there, and like green number 1 will tell you what's there. Well, I thought I'd do green number 5, and it turned out painted on the wrong side. 11:04 is black number 3. 8:29, 8 minutes and 29 seconds is black number 4. It'll be a white card. It don't appear until after you tap the screen. I found out if you don't hold this number all the way through, it don't appear. 6:05, 6 minutes and 5 seconds. The is black number 4. 5 minutes and 36 seconds is black number 7. 8 minutes and 44 seconds is black number 9. Or black 8 minutes and 8 minutes. 8 minutes. No, wait a minute. 2 minutes and 44 seconds is black number 8. Now number 9, which is 5 minutes and 22 seconds, is the first number that I got to appear because I held it behind my shoulder all the way through. Now the next number I got up here, I got them out of order because Pete put it in the paper. He didn't know what number came up next. It's number 11. I start that next. That's 9 minutes and 43 seconds. And then 10 comes up next, which is 5 minutes and 52 seconds. Now if you go to 7 minutes and 39 seconds, I talk about a starship or a spaceship propelled using out-of-balance weights, using G-forces, and I talk, I think you can move it, and I talk about another thing in here I forgot to write, but the internet's down. Right in here, I can record this, but I can't send it out. But the internet's down, so I can't find the number on it. But I talk about how to use the weights in here to move it. Let me get my camera up here, if I can find it, the picture I had. I don't know if I'm going. Okay, here, right there. If you have like a container of air and a space in between it, a container of air with a space in between it, a container of air with a space in between it, if you get a good look at it. Now, if it's in space, there's no gravity, but you have this one here on the opposite side of a hub. If you have it spinning in G-forces, that'd be the same as gravity. If you have a liquid around it, okay, now if there's rings around it, if there's rings around it, the liquid that's slid down, the liquid couldn't get in between it. But if you slide the rings up and the liquid got in between it and the liquid's heavy, the air would go towards the center of this spinning object and to get energy out of this rising thing of air. Okay, now let me slide this down. I got several pictures that get up. Okay, now inside these containers, if you had 4 of them, that's one. So we'd have one all the way down, because the rings are up. Over here you'd have one where the rings were down. Okay, the weight of this liquid in between them would help pull it down. Okay, here you'd have one that was up, where you had the rings split up. It would be halfway up, and then you'd have the energy, that rising air coming up. Over here you'd have one halfway down, where the rings were down, they'd be going down, they'd all be in liquid. So you'd have like these on opposite, this container full of liquid on opposite sides. Okay, what's the time? They'd be on opposite sides, and then you'd have them, they'd be spinning, and I think you get energy out of run that thing, that spaceship that's on 739, and you use G-forces to power it. Now, if you go to Red 1, I talk how I had a feeling in the first grade I could figure this out. And then like Red 2, I talk about how I thought you get up to the speed of light. Red 3, I talk about the prison out to the west of Canton, how I'm going to pay the guards. And Red 4, I talk about a lot in here. Anyways, when you in school, there may be an after school where before you get home, there'll be like a boys club being paid by the federal government. They'll get a decent time, maybe $300 an hour, $200 an hour. The people will get paid in there. There'll be a shuttle service from school. There'll be people on the bus to escort your kids to and from the bus, so they're protected. It'll be timed so they can get, if they may pick them up at school or a destination next to where the school leaves them off. They won't have to worry about anywhere where they won't be protected. If the bus takes them close to your house, but when you get home, the shuttle service will take them from the boys' club or whatever to your house, whatever time you want them to come to your house. The government will pay for it just like they pay in time. I say war a lot, but if they can afford a war, they can afford to keep your kids out of trouble. And if your kids are supervised, they won't get into trouble. And they can organize it for your kids to be in their own age group and with their own needs. If you got a special needs kid, they'll go to their special needs group. Whatever is your best wishes, whatever you wish will be delivered. And the boys club, girls club, any organization you want. And it's 7 minutes. I think I'm about through. But okay, there was one more thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, that's like if you didn't want to take the 3 months off and wanted to get double pay. If you wanted to work during the 3 months, and some people don't like to take vacations, you could work during the 3 months I talked about and get double pay. And if both of you work, you could get the double pay. Bye.